What happens when two unforgettable voices, each with decades of influence, sit across from one another and the conversation doesn't go the way anyone expected? When music legend Dionne Warwick appeared on the Jennifer Hudson show, the world assumed it would be a celebration of talent, wisdom, and mutual admiration. But what actually unfolded stunned everyone watching. Instead of an easy exchange of respect, it became a heated back and forth that left the audience silent and the cameras capturing every tense moment. Before we walk through this incredible exchange, don't forget to hit subscribe and leave your thoughts, because this one will have you talking. The Jennifer Hudson show had been enjoying great success, thanks to Jennifer's inviting personality and ability to connect deeply with her guests. Her charm and warmth made celebrities feel safe enough to share stories they rarely opened up about elsewhere. So, when it was announced that Dionne Warwick, the legendary voice behind hits like I Say a Little Prayer and Walk On By, would appear, expectations were sky high. Two Grammy-winning women, both icons in their own right, sitting together, it seemed destined to be unforgettable. Jennifer greeted Dionne warmly, dressed in a sophisticated burgundy blazer, while Dionne radiated elegance in a cream-colored outfit that gave her the air of royalty. The audience applauded loudly, phones ready to record what they assumed would be treasured memories and heartfelt wisdom. "It is such a true honor to have you here today, Miss Warwick," Jennifer began with her trademark warmth. "Your voice has carried through so many generations, and we are all so thrilled to hear from you." Dionne offered a polite smile but shifted slightly in her seat. Those who knew her well might have noticed the subtle signal. "Thank you, Jennifer, though I must admit, I was a little surprised by some of the questions I was told would come up today." Jennifer's smile never faltered, though a flicker of unease passed across her face. "We like to prepare thoughtful topics so our guests can share their journeys. Speaking of journeys, your career has been extraordinary. You've worked with legends like Burt Bacharach and Hal David. What do you think has kept your music timeless through so many years?" "Timeless," Dionne repeated slowly, almost tasting the word. "Are you suggesting there was a moment when my music wasn't timeless?" The audience shifted. The playful energy was changing. Jennifer, calm but alert, leaned in. "Not at all. I mean that your music has continued to reach new generations. Even today, artists like myself are inspired by everything you've accomplished." Dionne tilted her head, her voice cool. "Inspired, yes. That's the right word, because what I did was lay the foundation for artists after me. And yet, acknowledgement does not always come when it should." Jennifer's professional instincts told her this wasn't where she thought the interview would go. "Could you share more about that perspective? I think people would love to hear how you've seen the industry evolve." "Evolve?" Dionne's voice sharpened. "No, Jennifer, it hasn't evolved. It's crumbled. There's been a decline in standards, in artistry, in the seriousness of craft. What used to be built carefully over years is now often reduced to shortcuts." The audience grew still. Even the crew leaned in. Jennifer carefully redirected. "Your standards are why you're a legend. Your work with Burt Bacharach produced music that still moves people today. Do you still stay in touch with him?" "Burt and I created art," Dionne said firmly. "Art that wasn't about chasing fame or likes. It was about meaning, about depth, something today's industry often ignores." Jennifer nodded slightly, steadying herself. "Social media has definitely changed how artists share music and reach their fans. How do you feel about that shift?" Dionne's eyes narrowed. "I see it for what it is. Shortcuts disguised as progress." "Tell me, Jennifer, when you won your Grammy and your Oscar, was it because of a viral clip, or was it because of your talent?" Jennifer answered carefully. "It was for my performance in Dreamgirls. I was grateful to be recognized for that role." "Grateful?" Dionne repeated slowly, almost mocking. "Talent is a blessing, but blessings must be honored, respected, and nurtured, not cheapened for quick applause." The air in the room grew heavy. The producers exchanged nervous looks, sensing the interview was moving far from its intended path. Jennifer pressed on. "You've had so many incredible career milestones. What would you say you are most proud of?" Dionne gave a sharp smile. "Pride? Every step of my career mattered. Every performance, every song, I gave my full dedication. I didn't measure my worth by what would make a good soundbite." Jennifer inhaled, staying professional, though her eyes betrayed unease. Your devotion is clear, and it's why so many admire you. Dionne leaned slightly forward. Devotion. That word isn't used much anymore. Too many artists are more devoted to trending online than mastering their craft. Jennifer's patience was tested, but she kept her voice even. I think artists today bring their own authenticity, even if the industry looks different than before. Dionne let out a cool laugh. Authenticity? Do you believe reality television truly represents authentic artistry? Jennifer's jaw tightened, but her voice stayed calm. I believe shows like American Idol gave artists like me opportunities we might not have had otherwise. That's how my career began, and I'll always be thankful for it. Thankful, Dionne said sharply. But does thankfulness replace years of dues paid? Of facing rejection? Of earning respect the hard way? Jennifer leaned forward. There are many paths to success. Mine was different, but it doesn't make it less valid. Dionne's tone grew icier. Valid. So every path, no matter how shallow, is valid? That's a word too easily thrown around. With respect, Miss Warwick, Jennifer said with a firmer voice now, I feel you're making unfair assumptions about me and my career. Am I? Dionne's smile was sharp as steel. Tell me, Jennifer, how many years did you struggle in empty rooms before anyone gave you a chance? How many rejection letters did you collect? Or was your hardship a televised competition meant to entertain audiences? Jennifer's eyes hardened, her voice unwavering. My path was not easy. It was different. But it was real. And my success was earned. The audience was silent. Every word, every glance between the two women felt heavier than the last. Dionne leaned back, her voice lower, but more cutting. I believe in excellence. I believe in standards. But what I see too often now is popularity replacing craft. Jennifer shook her head slightly, her voice strong though it trembled with emotion. I believe in respecting the past and honoring those who came before. But I also believe in not tearing down others just to prove your point. Dionne slowly stood, her presence commanding the stage. This discussion is over. I came here to speak about music and legacy, not to be told that quick success equals the same as decades of struggle. Jennifer rose as well, her voice carrying both hurt and defiance. And I came here to celebrate you, Miss Warwick. But I also stand firm in defending my own path. I earned my place, even if it looked different from yours. The two women stood across from one another, the silence deafening. The audience unsure whether to applaud or hold back. Then Dionne gathered her purse, her heels clicking sharply as she walked away without a glance back. Jennifer sat down slowly, the weight of what had just happened pressing on her. Her voice, quiet but clear, cut through the silence. Well, she said softly, that was not at all what I expected. The cameras kept rolling as Jennifer straightened her blazer, regaining her composure. We'll be right back after this break, she said, her tone subdued, the usual warmth missing. When the cameras cut, the room erupted in murmurs, people trying to process what they had just witnessed. Jennifer sat quietly, staring at the empty chair across from her, knowing this moment would follow her and be discussed for years. So, what do you think of this fiery exchange between Dionne Warwick and Jennifer Hudson? Was Dionne right to challenge the new generation, or did she go too far? Share your thoughts below, and make sure to subscribe for more stories you won't find anywhere else.